don't miss out on new videos. Click the bell. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up for more.
Correct. Welcome to Mexican Spanish.
Hi guys, I'm Alex and welcome to Mexican Top Words. Today we're going to talk about the top 6 Mexican fairy tales. Yeah, our first story. La Virgen de Guadalupe, the Virgin of Guadalupe. So our first fairy tale is La Virgen de Guadalupe, the Virgin of Guadalupe. La Virgen María es mejor conocida como la Virgen de Guadalupe en México. The Virgin Mary is mainly known as the Virgin of Guadalupe in Mexico. This story is about a native Mexican that sees the Virgin Mary on top of a hill. She tells him to collect roses and put them in his poncho and take them to a priest. When the man takes the roses to the priest, there is an imprint of the Virgin Mary on his poncho. The priest decides that this is a sign of a miracle and they decide to build a church near the town of Guadalupe in her honor. Yay! El Callejón del Beso, the Alley of the Kiss. Fairy tale number 2. El Callejón del Beso, the Alley of the Kiss. El Callejón del Beso está en Guanajuato. The Alley of the Kiss is in Guanajuato. So the story is that there was a girl and her dad did not let her go outside to get a boyfriend. But her boyfriend bought the house right in front of hers, and because they're so close together, they could actually kiss from the balcony. The dad found out, and when they were making out, he killed her. And the boyfriend was so sad that he committed suicide. La Llorona, the Crying Woman. Story number 3. La Llorona, the Crying Woman.
My babies.
Cada pueblo tiene su versión de La Llorona. Every town has its own version of the Crying Woman. This is a scary story. It's about a woman that gets mad at her children and she kills them, usually by drowning. And then she goes crazy and drowns herself. And people can hear her crying in the streets or by the river or the lake. People say that they hear her crying, "Ay, mis hijos," which means, "Oh, my children." She is lamenting the loss of her children. Some people say because she cannot go to heaven until she finds them. ¡Ay, mis hijos! El alacrán de la cárcel de Durango. The scorpion of the prison of Durango. Story number 4. No, it's so difficult. Story number 4. El alacrán de la cárcel de Durango. The scorpion of the prison of Durango. El alacrán de la cárcel de Durango crecía con cada víctima que picaba. The scorpion of the prison of Durango grew with every victim it stung. Story time. Story time. Let's play. Legend says that there was this prison in Durango and whoever was put inside one particular cell died during the night and they didn't know why. So one day, a prisoner volunteered to go into the cell because there was a deal that whoever figured out what was killing the prisoners would be set free. He got one candle and a set of matches and stayed the night. He discovered that there was a huge scorpion inside the cell that came out when it was very dark. He caught it with his hat and kept it there until morning, and he was set free. El Coco, the Boogeyman. Story number 5. El Coco, the Boogeyman. El Coco también es conocido como el Cucuy. The Boogeyman is also known as el Cucuy. Yo le decía a mi hermana que el Coco iba a venir por ella. I would tell my sister that the Boogeyman was gonna come for her. Story time. This story is mainly used by mothers to make their children go to sleep or behave. We even have a lullaby that says that if you don't go to sleep, the boogeyman is gonna come and eat you. More recent versions just say that he's gonna come and take you away. In the Spanish version, the boogeyman is not a man, but a creature that has a big sack and puts children inside it to eat them. Yeah. Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl, Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl. Story number 6. Popocatépetl y Iztaccíhuatl. Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl. Popocatépetl e Iztaccíhuatl son el Romeo y Julieta de México. Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl are the Mexican Romeo and Juliet. This is a romantic story about Iztaccíhuatl, an Aztec princess that is waiting for her boyfriend, Popocatépetl. But a jealous soldier tells her that he died in battle, and heartbroken, she dies. When Popocatépetl comes back, he finds that she is dead, so he takes her body and goes out into a valley. She lays her on the ground, and he kneels beside her with a torch. It is said that their bodies became 2 volcanoes, and Popocatépetl is now the most active volcano in Mexico. Volcano. I can be a better volcano. Volcano. The end. Volcano. Death. Ugh. This was top 6 Mexican fairy tales. My favorite fairy tale is the one about the volcanoes. Let us know which one is your favorite fairy tale. Thank you for watching SpanishPod101.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you around. Bye. For real. This